We have a 2025 Brinkley G3250. We call it our baby G. Some of the advantages, or one of the big advantages of this rig, is the ability to have this multi-purpose room that is my office, and we can also put the bikes in on travel day, and it's also a mud room. So there's a lot of advantages to this multi-purpose room. And what I wanted to do is just show how I pack this up for travel day, and also show it as it is now. What you're seeing in the background here now, or on the video now, is the current state. I shot this video just a couple days ago. Finally got my curtains up, and I run a little bit of lighting in here too, just because I find it to be relaxing. Right now we're by New Braunfels. So yeah, speculate on what's out that back window. Enjoy. This is how I pack this room up for moving day.
This case right here, Pelican case, that's what the computer goes in. Show you what that's all about. Pretty important if you have a nice computer to make sure it can't get damaged on move days. I guess obviously. Now that can go pretty much anywhere in here and I don't have to worry about it getting damaged. Well, let's do the first phase of the strap down. Good use for Sharon's decorative pillows. A lot of the stuff on these desks I can actually just leave here because you'll see I weight everything down with some moving blankets and they just don't move. They stay put. But the monitor I strap securely. The keyboard will unplug because that will go into a case. Move all this stuff up. And this monitor gets strapped pretty hard actually. I don't want it to go anywhere.
Coming at you from the future now, so you'll see a few differences, curtains up and so on. But here you go.
And I realized I did a pretty bad job of demonstrating the strap, so I want you to see how I strap this monitor down. So here comes my assistant. And let me show you the strap. So in my monitor, I have an opening right there. So this is a Velcro strap. You can cut the length. This is probably the most important thing about how you tie this thing down. That's why I'm going back over it. So when you go to strap this down, oh, there we go. You can take that Velcro strap and just get it really snug so this monitor can't jump around too much. I just put this tie on it so it can't fall through when I'm parked, but you make that as tight as you want. So that works pretty good. I went backwards, but just make that as tight as you want. Obviously, I'm not making it tight now because I gotta make sure wires are clear and the keyboard's not laying there when I'm traveling, obviously. But then you can just cinch that down just completely tight so that monitor doesn't move. It'll shift, but it doesn't move very much. And then of course with the pillows underneath it and then the top of the monitor strapped down so it can't vibrate a whole lot, it's in pretty good shape. I think the worst it's ever done is it basically shifted a little bit like this. And I've come to emergency stops and stuff with all of this office setup as you're going to see it in the walkthrough, and it does just fine. Nothing in here is at risk. So there you go. But anyway, this is a Velcro strap that you cut the size that I picked up off of Amazon. Let me see if I can find some of the extra to show you. This stuff I bought off of Amazon, and you can just cut it down the size. There's the label. And then a way you can strap together, you know, any length you want. Yeah, so here's where that useless fridge used to be. So this model had a wine fridge, and we don't drink that much wine, and the fridge didn't work, right? Otherwise I would have used it for like soda or whatever. But the fridge didn't work, and it was too cheap to fight with Brinkley to get fixed. So yeah, I keep camera equipment and random odds and ends. We do travel in the winter once in a while, so I have things in here I want to make sure don't freeze. My hats and gloves and other odds and ends. And these are just nets that have a built-in basket, and I put a couple of them in here. I just hook them. That's that. Otherwise they stay up there and none of this stuff will shift out.
Now back to our regular programming.
Let's make sure I'm not going to destroy any wiring. Okay, wiring is all clear. Now that monitor isn't going to go anywhere. I actually do more with this. There's going to be some strapping that goes over the top too. We're not there yet. Then these pillows go underneath it. There we are. See? Now it'll just float on there, but I'm going to strap it so it doesn't get any bounce. Got to get the bikes out of the way to drop the ramp. I have a bunch of moving blankets, and I throw moving blankets on the floor. Microfiber, nice and soft. Don't want to put anything abrasive that might rub against the screen. There we are. A little bounce, not much. Ain't going anywhere. Centered. And I've done thousands of miles like that. No problems. Now in this crate, I have some foam pads in the bottom. Obviously, I drop all the things off the desk in here. Stuff that can't travel. And when you're all done, stuff that can slide around a little bit, no big deal. Stay up there. Just put something on it so it doesn't bang around too much. Get one more. And this will go right behind this table, so things really can't go anywhere. Just snake it behind the table. This crate goes in the door last thing. Next up, bikes. Make sure my strap point is exposed. And then cover everything up. In case this shifts around, obviously. Don't want it scraping up the cabinetry. There we go. Find my anchor point. There we are. Office is ready to rock and roll.